companies. I work in Jardines and banking system before, and I work about IT infrastructures and also focus on the ERP or SAP system. Okay, so I mainly focus on both business and also technical solutions. Okay. So for our presentations, we will conclude that we will have two parts. Okay, we'll focus on business cases and also some machine learning algorithms or machine learning concepts. So here's our agenda. Okay, so we will divide it for 4 parts. Okay, the first part I will talk you about the limitation of business intelligence. Because when I do my the previous job at Jardines, okay, I will focus on the business intelligence. Okay, about some 10, 15 years ago. Okay, so I will talk about the limitation nowadays using. Okay. So later on, after that, because I will talking about the introductions of the artificial intelligence, including the machine learning and deep learning, actually. Okay. So for number 3, okay, after talking about the machine learning or the algorithms or the solutions, I will talk you how to improve the customers. Or I will mainly talk about the customer experience strategies. Okay, how to improve the customer experience or user experience, etc. So finally, I will show you some cases, okay, to show how the strategies will suit for different areas such as fashion, retail, etc. Okay. So for the different cases, I will not only focus on Hong Kong. Okay, I will focus on globalization, the globalized companies. Okay. So yeah. So next part, I will talk about the limitations. Okay. Because we will have different layers, okay? So for first one, because we have 2 strategies, one is customers and business centric. So many different organizations or companies will not focus on customer centric because they focus on profit or business areas, okay? But nowadays, because customer is very important to both their marketing strategies or even other models. And for the second one, because the business model always changing, okay? Because nowadays there are many different solutions, okay, and many different industries. So we need to use AI to build different models and to cater for the business, okay? Later on, also because usually old school we will need to survey the customers and talk to them or for some meetings to locate their information, okay? So and other because some senior manager, because I'm also the PM before when I work it, okay? So I mainly focus on the KPI or other information, okay? So I think it's better to note the customer segment. The fourth one is that some of the business workflow are standardized, okay? Because in the old traditional, because they focus on, for example, retail or sales and marketing on some different product, so they were very standardized, not just for always changing. Okay. So finally, also because there's no personal prediction. Why? Because nowadays in the young people, they were always thinking to provide the customers content, because there are different content for design, not just for the whole areas. So based on this, we will have some solutions, okay? Okay, so for different locations, okay, of course, we focus on centric, okay, customer centric, and also we need to make improvement of the customer experience and also the user experience, okay? And also we will have the CX strategies. For example, we need to personalize the user experience with the customers, okay? So later on, for other parts, because we need to grow the market, so we hope to build the communities and also the brand, okay? Because the brand is very important to update the strategies and also the revenues or the market, okay? So another way we will provide better marketing strategies, and also hope to use AI to improve. Okay, so after that, I will talking about some basic. Okay, because from some information that nowadays most companies will try to design better marketing strategies, and how do they do that? Because there is a workflow. Okay, firstly, For the strategy, firstly, okay, it is also useful not only for retail and also blockchain actually. Okay, first of all, we know your customer. Okay, for example, KYC or blockchain or even details. So after knowing the customers, we also would try to understand what their needs and also their behaviors. Okay, so of course it's better to provide more royalties and certifications. Next part, after understanding their needs, of course we will design and deliver service. Okay. After that, after design and deliver, they will evaluate whether the outcome is correct or the business model is okay or not. Okay, so finally, okay, we will, if the outcome is okay, we will complete it. Okay, it is a traditional way to do that. Okay, because we can see it's one way, not just multi-channel or multi-levels. Okay, for that. So besides, of course, okay. And also because saying about the traditional way, we will also conduct some AI market trend, okay, which conducted for Fox, okay. He said that because the Gartner study said that in 2020, 85% of customer interactions will be managed, okay. So that means most of the product or solution will be focused on data analytics in order to improve the customer experience. So it is the trend, okay, the market trend. After talking about the trend, I hope to told you about the introduction of AI, machine learning, and deep learning. We'll try to use some basic knowledge to solve it. So before that, do you have any questions that I mentioned before about the traditional way? No? Okay, so next one. I will. This is just for history. I will not tell you that. If you would like to know, you can ask me. Okay. So for AI, we have actually there's two types. Okay, basic for generals. Okay, the first one actually we will divide into weak AI and strong AI. Okay, what is the difference? Okay, for weak AI, there are some cases. For example, Siri, Apple Siri, because for weak AI is somehow called a big data analytics vehicle. We use the data to do analytics. So, for example, they will stimulate the thinking and it will specify into a narrow area. Okay, just for a different location. But of course, for retail, we have many different kinds. Okay. So so cases Apple Siri and also the Facebook newsfeed. Okay, it was just the old school. Okay, so another one is robot. But of course, this robot is not the Sophia. Okay, Sophia is a strong AI. Okay, but the other robotics, the weak AI will be just only focused on the ordering or putting some foods onto the different restaurants. Okay, so for strong AI, okay, it will think about a human being, okay? We will provide some reasoning for them to have the conscious, and of course there's some thoughts or self-awareness, okay? So because they have the emotions or thinking to improve their knowledge, okay? And also because strong AI actually means that this one, AGI, artificial general intelligence, okay? Because some people will know about this area, okay, but actually it is strong. Of course, it's just called general, but it's just strong. It stimulated the reason. Okay. So after talking about the types, okay, we have some little cases, okay, but it is not full. We will just give brief ideas. For example, for weak, for example, we will have the ecosystem because it's rule-based. For example, if the people invest more price. For many years, they will invest more money or invest more product and buy more product. Or it was called the ecosystem. And also we will do some character recognitions, okay, voice recognition. Okay, of course the voice is just listen to your voice and then and to locate or to transform. Okay. So this is the little things. Okay. So later on, okay, we will have different ways. Okay, because we have the different areas. So because some people don't know the division. For example, the AI is the whole area. It's divided into machine learning, okay, and of course the deep learning inside it. And also we will have some NLP. NLP means chatbot, okay, the chatbot. Okay, the chatbot function is called NLP. and also other things such as autonomous vehicles, okay, the robotics and the vision. Okay, we'll provide in some areas. This is the long term. I will not talk here. Okay, going forward. Okay, so I will tell you about some basic theories of machine learning. So back to the some technical. Of course, I won't talk too much technical things here. So first, because we deploy the system, we will have the programming. Okay, so what is mean by programming? Okay, we will have the algorithm, for example, decide how the rule base, how you decide whether it is correct or not. Okay, the result is okay or KPI is go is high or low, and then we will integrate with the data, and then we will provide the answers. Okay, this is the programming. Okay, but machine learning is different. It is reverse. Okay, the answer and the algorithm is reverse because. For machine learning, because depends on the industry. Because the industry will focus on the answer, based on the answer, result oriented. Based on the answer, and then back to the black box, and then to provide some kind of models, okay, called the machine learning models. Okay, yeah, because for machine learning model, it is we will base on the result and the data to interpret, okay, to define the algorithm, the structures. Okay, so after that, okay, it is just one type, okay, just one the procedures. Because after that, we will also divide areas, okay, because it is the first cases, and then for the second cases, because we build out the model, because for machine learning, we need to get the accuracy, okay, so we will have, after defining the models, of course, the first model, the accuracy may be too high. Of course, the result is not very high. Okay, so we will try to combine with the data and then to do some prediction. Okay, so because for product, okay, the product we will provide some predictions. Okay. Okay, I will just divide it here. Okay. Just take it, okay, because machine learning provide supervised, unsupervised, okay. Just for unsupervised, traditionally it's supervised. For unsupervised, we will provide some emotion. And of course, there is a final level called deep reinforcement, okay. Just for a reference, because it is too high level, of course. If you, of course, if you understand or whatever, you can feel free to check it. Okay. So this is the machine learning. Okay, so after the machine learning algorithm, we will provide the deep learning. Okay, what is mean by deep learning? Okay, the difference, because machine learning is somehow the big data. Okay, we will not cater many different models or different many data. Okay, for example, for deep learning, for this example, for example, we have many pictures. Some is car, some is truck, or some is bicycle. So after doing the deep learning, okay, is one algorithm. Okay. The deep learning we will provide this shot. You can do the object detections or the classifications of some car, truck, and bicycle. Okay, so it is one of the key points, which is some company or company solution will focus on this one. Okay, CNN. Okay, because we will have different layers and to distinguish the layer. Okay. So yeah, so besides this one, okay, for CNN we will have another RNN actually, okay, because RNN for LSTM actually you have know the Bitcoin, or for example the market predictions or the Bitcoin value prediction, because it is the prediction cannot use the CNN, okay, because it's too traditional. So we will use this, for example, RNN and LSTM for predict for example, the stock market predictions and also other things. So for RNN, actually, what is the concept? Actually, for example, we have speech. Okay, we have many speech. For example, nowadays many people use speech as a WhatsApp or whatever. So we will have the input for the sound. Okay, after getting the sound, we will divide the sound, and then based on this one, I will divide it into different message. For example, because we divide the sentence or the keywords, okay, into these different different areas, okay. So it is called RNN. So for RNN, because traditionally it's called NLP, but nowadays the Hong Kong, globalized or American will focus on LST and this moderate algorithm, okay, because you can replace the NLP. The concept is same, but of course it's more accurate, okay, accurate. Okay, so for deploy system, okay, we will have 4 parts, okay. The first one, we will design the algorithm, okay. For example, I'm doing a project. I'm doing a project about Amazon, okay. Because Amazon have many products, so I try to analyze or predict which product the customer will try to buy, okay. For example, of course, because we predict, we will have many different factors. Okay, for example, we have rating. Okay, the rating, the keywords, okay, the comments, and also the features. Okay, the tag, for example. So from these angles, because we hope to find the recommended product or the suitable product, we will combine. For example, combine speech, combine comments, tags, and also the rating. So for this, how do you balance or how do you calculate which one is more important? We will provide the algorithm. Okay. Okay. So I told you, but most of this from Hong Kong or even the ecosystem, the data collection will occupy the highest level. Okay, for this one, total 100%, the data collection will occupy 70%. Okay, so most people will try to collect data or prepare the data. Okay, some from Excel or some from some CRM system or some from image. Okay, we will collect the data. Okay. So if we're talking about the areas, actually, nowadays the areas. Okay, for examples. You can see the most concern about is the computer visions, okay, just image recognition, the NLP, okay, and the predictive intelligence, okay. So predictive intelligence will try to input into the retails or even in engineering, okay. For example, engineering or IoT will have some maintenance for different devices. So some people will try to do this one predictive to predict whether the device is good or bad, or will how long will it last for. Okay. So this is for the area. Okay. Okay. So in some cases, okay, I will told you more. Okay. Just we have 3 cases. Okay, for this. One is banking, one is healthcare. Okay, and the final one is retail. Okay, so I will not talk too much on these things. Okay, just some use cases, the generals. Okay, it is healthcare, and this one is for retail. Okay, so you can based on this one. Okay, we separate different cases. Okay. Oh, okay. It's okay. I think for you. Okay, so later on, okay, it's very boring, okay. If you want to know, you can just feel free to chat with me, okay, because we have different modelings, okay, for different layers. For example, NLP, machine learning, and different, okay. Oh, sorry. Of course, if you just want more about details about the modeling, you can ask me, or you feel free to search it. Okay, so I have told you before about the RNN. Okay, so this is some graph. Okay, for example, it is from the science, from the American science. For example, RNN FCN, we have the cases where we predict the stock market. Okay, of course not just stock market, also the retail or the product market. Okay, the ideal price for that, and also you can predict the Bitcoin. Okay, So nowadays many people try to do the blockchain, AI or blockchain will focus on these 2 models. This is the newest development. Okay, besides the previous one, such as video identity. Okay, so I will talk about the customer experience. Do anyone don't know the customer experience actually? Okay, yeah, customer experience actually means the interactions. Okay, the customer interactions, whether how to do the business between the business and the organization. Okay, so the interaction will provide some different. Okay, for awareness and other. Yeah. So after because the customer experience is talking about the interactions, so I will tell you why we need to improve. Okay, from some cases, from some business cases, the Oracle I think in 2017, he funded most people 74%. The senior management think the customer is very important, and also the customer experience is very important. Okay, we have some different cases. For beside the Oracle, we will have another SAP. Okay. Those are some IT companies that are very large, focus on enterprise system. Okay, SAP and Oracle. For SAP, they also think that for 90%, they think the 80% of companies rate the customer experience is very important. Okay, it is the market trend. Okay, so. After that, I have summarized, because this is general, I have summarized how to improve the customer experience. Okay, so the first one, we hope to grow more customers, okay, because we can maximize the revenue. The second one, of course, is very important to remember and retain your existing customers. Okay, the third one, we will hope to increase the customer loyalty and understand why they leave. Because those three factors are based on the customer insight, okay, not just for the sales volume, okay, for the customer, okay. So also the fourth one, okay, it will conclude some part for because we have clients and also because you have more clients, of course you have more revenue, even if you have B2B or B2C, okay, you get more revenue and increase your sales volume. Okay, we have 8 points. Okay, today is the first 4 points. The 4 points will focus on customer. Okay. Next part, the fifth one, we will be talking about the sales volume. Okay, so the solution, the objective, the fifth one is to find opportunities to cross-sell or sales, and because you need to grow it, or you can do different marketing strategies to improve and to send different message notifications. Okay, so all of this can be done by AI. Okay, so also we have reduced the fixed cost and make more profits. Okay, so second one, we can raise the prices to increase our gross margins and the profit margins. And finally, we hope to improve the product and service. Okay, so I will based on this area, these 8 things, I will provide some strategies. Okay, yeah. So this is different. The summary of those 8 objectives. So for first one, because for growth your customer, we hope to do some marketing content campaign customization. Because the content, usually nowadays most people will try to recruit students, recruit employees to do the content. Yeah, and also find people to design the better marketing strategies. And of course, we have some features. For example, we have used AI customer analytics. I will show you details by details for different angles. Okay, and also we have the purchasing recommendations. For second one, because if you need to remember and retain your existence, you need to improve the measurement analysis and understand what your customer is, and also create some emotion because you need to know whether customer is happy or sad, whether they like the product. So we will have different phases. For example, and now in Hong Kong, most people concern about facial recognition. Okay, facial recognition can detect your age, your emotions, such as happy or sad. Okay, and also we need to divide the democratic segmentation. For example, where is the A range, where is the A range or the genders, etc. Okay, and also it is a new course for personality analysis. Okay, I will talk to you later on about that. Okay, so the last thing, loyalty is, because the loyalty you need to keep updated. So we hope to provide personal responses in 24 hours. Okay, because not all customers from Hong Kong is globalized. So we will try to use chatbot, okay, to implement and to talk about how to interact. And also because we hope to capture the feedback in real time, okay, so we will use some virtual assistant and agents to prevent, okay. So for number 4, yeah, the other parts we have different layers. For example, the sales volume. Of course, we hope to deliver more better ROI. And so we will use some function, for example, product recommendation, okay? Because when they recommend different product, they will just buy it, okay? That's not just for them to think about it, okay? So for second one, the fixed cost, the cost will occupy about the inventory. So we will use AI in the inventory management, okay? But of course, inventory management also conduct for IoT, Internet of Things, and also the AI, okay? Yeah. So for the rate prices, we will provide some market trend predictions, okay, with the trend, and also the ideal price for, okay, so what is the ideal price, okay, for that. Okay, finally, for improving, okay, we will have some predictive analysis, categories, because we need to define what the categories, what people like which categories. For example, Amazon, do they like smart home or like toys or whatever? Okay, so we will classify different categories. Okay, and also the visual recognition. Because the visual recognition we will try to it's similar to the chatbot. Okay, because nowadays chatbot will see use the text or the text to communicate. But for visual, you can use for example, you capture the pictures and then you can ask him questions and then chatbot will answer you. Okay, so it is the new research. Okay. So finally, make better decision. We will use business insight. Actually, it is not too focused on AI. Actually, it is business intelligence. Okay, yeah, the business intelligence also can done that. Okay, so this is some of the features. Okay, yeah, I told you before. Actually, it is a summary. So we have chatbot for NLP. Okay, no need to speak it yet because all people know chatbot. Okay. So for the chatbot development, the workflow. What is the workflow actually? This one. First one, we collect data. Okay. We design the goals or design the conversation with feedback, and then we will build the chatbot. Of course, there are some different tools. Okay. For example, Microsoft or Google Cloud. Okay, Google also done chatbot. And after that, we will train the bot whether it is accuracy or not. After that, we deploy. After we will do analytics whether it is correct because we need to improve it. And finally, we have if you have a problem, we have redesign. Okay, this is a chatbot. In some cases, okay, I will not talk too much. Okay, just for summary, okay, the NLP, because there are many functions, okay. So for the main focus actually, I hope to main focus on video analytics, okay, and also the retail, okay, the retail and the fashion, okay. So for video analytics, okay, we will have facial recognition. So it is very simple. We have 4 functions actually, okay. For deployment, because our main solution will try to do this one, and also many companies also do that. For example, people counting, okay, count the QB time, whether the customer come from, or and also age group, the gender, it will call segmentation, and also emotions. Okay, so for this one, it's actually a new one. Okay, it is conducted by American actually called fixation. Actually, I don't know whether what is this for? Facial personality analysis, because you can predict your personality based on your faces. Okay, based on faces. So it is you can conduct integrate different locations to, for example, CRM or whatever. Okay. So you conduct some quality analysis and filtering, okay? So what is this for? It's just the briefing, okay? So what is can done that? You can, for this, you can classify this one. For example, you can classify whether he is high IQ, which is he is researchers, or whether he is poker player, and also whether it is a talent. It is based on role. So because I have told you that for machine learning, we'll base on result and to occupy to predict the answer. So this is the result. Okay. So after getting this result, we will provide these 5 personalities. Okay, because we have big 5 personalities. The most personality analysis will focus on these 5 parts, big 5. Okay. Okay. For example, openness, consciousness, agreement, and neuroticism. Yeah. Okay. So next part, okay, I will talk to you about the customer analytics. Yeah. Okay, so it is a traditional way because we can, because of course the previous one will just locate whether it is what is your age or what is your gender. It will provide a summary of the record. Of course, the summary you can there are many different tools. For example, you can use Google Data Studios or just some new kind for Microsoft Edge. Yeah, also done this, and also some people will do the coding for this one. So this is some features. Okay. Okay. So another this is some company cases. For example, the 5 phases. Okay. It will also detect the face detection, emotion, and the age. Yeah, because there is some cases. For the previous cases is also good. Okay. So is there any questions or is it very boring? Okay? Oh, really? Okay, I hope maybe it's too boring. Okay, so later on, okay, focus on fashion. Okay, fashion retail, because my company actually doing some fashion retails, but I still conclude some different cases, design my solution. Okay, so folks, from the customer retail, because most people, for example, in UK, 44% fashion retailers could think AI will be the factors to include this is the trend or how the impact. Okay, so it will become competitive. Okay, because they think the fashion will try to do the analysis. Okay, for doing this one. Okay, so I generate some. We can generate 141% of the profit. So for the features, actually, we will have different forms. So it is some features, okay. For first one, I duplicate the last one. Okay. So first one, we will have some fashion intelligence. Okay. Yeah. Fashion intelligence will provide some intelligence, for example, to predict the personal style, because different fashion of different wearing styles will depend on different personalities and also their behaviors. Okay, so we will try to provide some personalized style for clothes and also the recommendations. And also we have the clothes image recognition. For example, what I do now is, for example, I detect what is your color of your clothes, your pattern. Okay, with the patterns of your clothes, and also we classify the tag. Okay. And also we hope to understand, because the buying behavior will depend on what you close and what you buy, whatever. Okay, so of course the final one will be very new for fashion design. Okay, fashion design, because just for new ideas. For AI new ideas, they try to use AI to generate music or generate the design. For example, UI design or even the clothes design. So it is the new approach up to now. So this is for fashion design, okay, and also fashion forecasting, okay, the trend, okay, what is the trend for this? Okay, so for example, okay, it is from actually it is eBay. Okay, actually eBay has done some research on doing the fashion, and of course Hong Kong has some information. Okay, but this is from eBay. Okay, for example, eBay will detect the clothes with similar style. For example, if you red, it will locate whether what is style, and then to recommend different similar style for your other cases. So how to do that? Because we have before you the final products. Later on, we'll divide some parts. Okay, from the research. Okay, for example, they'll pay from style, color, and pattern. So these 3 things. Okay. Yeah, because of course you need to use many images to do classifications. So for style, okay, besides the style, okay, we will have some indicators, okay. Okay, this is for fraction, okay, yeah. I don't know whether anybody here will do the fraction. Everybody know about fraction, yeah. Also, it is for fraction, okay, it's attribute type, okay. Yeah, we will divide some different styles, for example, fraction, the faster style and other, for example, short, medium, they will divide, okay. Okay, so of course, it is good for different fashion. Okay, so for this one, actually, fashion have two types. One is fast fashion, okay? Another one is the traditional fashion. Okay, so for fast fashion, and also the traditional fashions, they also occupy this style. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's give it. This is some of the clothes. Okay, how to define the patterns. Okay, yeah. Yeah, for example, the zip is just kind here, the bottom is here, yeah, we have bottom here, okay? For belts, we have, the belts. It's different, yeah, we have a million different analysis, okay, yeah. So, okay, this is for the division of style. So, next on, I will talk you about some cases, okay? There are many cases, so, I just told you about the different industries. So for AI, for there are many industries, all you know about the retail, fashion, beauty. After that, for our cases, we will mainly focus on retail, fashion, and beauty. Actually, okay. And also for course other things that use it. So for some customer insight. For example, the case Salesforce. Okay, Salesforce they create the AI called Answer. Okay, so what do they do? They just to analyze the conversation, okay, to different the customer experience. For example, personalize the user experience because we have different areas. Yeah. So next part, okay, some cases, okay. For example, THX bands or some Adobe also do some things, or even the Fortune 500 thing is is a challenge. Of course, the whole message you can find in the website. More another cases, okay, more cases for sporties, okay. So for sporty, they will try to use AI to talent the music, okay, because they have collect different location, different data, and so that they can use it to tailor make the music. But of course, I'm another interest to sing song or whatever. When I post this message, other companies some okay, have told me that this is not good. It's not very good because the writer, okay, the music writer, they tell me that the copyright is not good. Yeah, because you use AI, then they nothing to do. Okay, so they are very concerned about that. Okay, the many people concerned about AI actually. Okay, so another cases some banking also we will use AI and also because they use WeChat to collect the information, and after collecting information they can do the big data. Okay. So finally, also KFC also, KFC also use AI to predict the orders, what the people what they eat or what they predict. Okay, they will try to use the facial recognition to detect your age or your happy face, and also the order you buy, or to predict what you going to orders. Okay, so this is very Okay, so another part, okay, we have more cases, okay, so most companies will focus on chatbot. For example, the Dietrich-based, okay, the group will try to do chatbot and will combine the AI and the NLP to increase the customer engagement, okay, because they think this NLP, or for example, because I know many people in NLP, this for example chatbot, chatbot.com.hk or whatsoever, they have not used any deep learning or machine learning algorithm. They just do the very simple, for example, MTR, okay, and they're actually done by Microsoft, okay, the chatbot, okay. They may not predict very accuracy. When you type some funny things, you didn't repeat it. Okay, so of course you can combine AI and also the chatbot, okay, to provide more engagement. And also for chatbot actually, because nowadays the chatbot will focus on actively. For example, if you ask him question, the type question, and we will answer you. But this is not the newest technology. For newest, what should be it? For example, we have hold an event. For example, this today event. Before the today 3 days or something days before, and you have not registered, it will alert. It will pop up some content to you. But this content is based on your previous experience, not just today. Okay, yeah, you're based on previous. For example, he's seen that you have applied many different events before. So when there's some event, they will just notify you there's some event. So it's passive chatbot. Okay. So another areas, in 2020, some airlines also do some machine learning because they try to do to classify different baggage. Okay, because there's two tools for IT. Before, many people use IoT. Okay, but IoT may not be too accuracy actually because it is not indoors. Okay, so they will try to use AI because to increase the accuracy and also to improve the awareness. Okay, so it's the airport. So final one, the pizza. Okay, so different cases. So for pizza, of course, they also use the chatbot to allow you to place the orders. Okay, to place the orders and to do the payment. Okay. Oh, next one, another way it is really analytics. Of course, China has done many things, and also the foreigners also do that. Okay, for example, this one is provide a traffic analysis. It will detect the 3 levels. For example, demographic area. For example, which area, which segment. Okay, and also they will provide about the footprint, the people from how they walk around. Okay, but this is for retail. Okay, yeah. So after getting the information, they will visualize. Okay, visualize this. Okay. Okay, another. Okay. Then I will talk about the beauty actually. Okay, the beauty also. Yeah, we have about 8 cases. Okay, so for skincare, some brands are thinking incorporate AI and to provide personal skincare. Okay, for example, skincare, because also in Hong Kong, because the skin or the pollution or air pollution is very worse. So the skincare is very important. So we have different cases. First one, those somebody because they have just do some funding. Yeah, so I will just call the funding here. Okay, the first one is the functional beauties. They will personalize the shampoo here. Okay, the personalized shampoo. Second one called props. Okay, they will also shampoos, conditioners, similar. Okay. Okay, for third one, proven. Okay. Because we have no product, it will just personalize the skincare because it has many different products. And also, the Haloba also launched a chatbot. Okay, because to determine what the people like. Okay, what the personalization information. Okay, so you based on some quiz or chatbot to do some recommendation or even to do some big data analytics. Okay. Finally, okay, this is currencies. Okay, it will talk about the problems. For example, telemedicine based. Okay, because we have some keen or some noises pollutions, so they will try to recommend some product for you to improve your skin. Okay. But for this one, I think the accuracy is really too high because when you just detect it based on the camera, okay, because the camera may not be too smooth, okay, so if you're not smooth, so you will not detect the harmful things. For example, some air will improve your skin. And actually, because I'm also a photographer before, and I know the photographer can make people very beautiful. Okay. Instead of apps, we use some Photoshop to improve it. Okay. So it's okay. So I think it's not very accurate actually for some company to do that. Okay, so this is the final one I think. It is the fractions. Okay, long time. The fraction. Okay, fraction will focus on traditional and fast fraction. Also do some different fraction analysis. Of course, this one I do not do any cases. Okay, any photos. Okay. Also for third one, we'll treat it. Okay, it will provide some fitting because the clothes you need to fit. Okay, fitting whether it is correct or fit your clothes or fit your scalp. Okay, whether your the clothes is suitable for you. So it will do some recommendation engine and hope to find the brands and also the style and also the brand. So it's a similar thing. Okay, and I understand that they will try to integrate with some Instagram photos and also some that they provide some ads or data to collect the information. Okay, to build a recommendation. Okay, some social media. Because fashion is different from before, because more fashion industry people will not trust IT, okay? Not trust very IT. They always read magazine. They always do the magazine to read the data, or not to focus on the website. Okay, so these are very complicated areas. So another one is the stimuli. Okay, it is a fashion intelligence startup. Okay, and of course because I'm doing this one, so it is those companies are my competitors. Okay, my competitors to do that. Okay, so for stimuli, actually it's a fashion intelligence. Okay, they will analyze the action intelligence. So because actually for IT, from solution they will have two separate cases. One for such as SI, okay, they will occupy the API or the data, okay, not just the whole solution, okay. But some people will try to focus on the solution, whole solution to occupy it, okay. So of course I mainly focus on not just for API and for whole solution, okay. So besides with another name called Hook, okay. It is a searching platform, okay, search engine actually. Okay, because you know that many people use Google, but Google just locate not just one industry, they locate everything. So it's Hook was based on the fashion product. It will provide some searching, and of course you can search the keywords, the pattern, the clothes patterns, and also the price. Okay, they can predict it. Hook. So then another thing is heritage. Okay. It can predict the fashion trend. Of course, not just this one. Many Hong Kong companies have tried to do this one to predict the fashion trend. Because predict the fashion trend will occupy the materials, the clothes material. So you need to know the trend first, the color first, and then to need to do the manufacturing. Okay, do the raw material manufacturing. So they will call to do some kind of things. Okay, so many Hong Kong people. I know Hong Kong people have. Hong Kong company have about 5 to 6 companies to do this one. Okay, about the trend. Okay. So finally, okay, actually the View.ui actually is not a solution. It is a platform and provide API for different people to consolidate. Okay, for example, integrate with CRM or other tools. So it is the API supplier. Okay, so of course it will do some intelligent retail automation. For example, you to not just focus on reading the personalities, okay, or the segment. Okay, they will focus on the flow. Okay, the flow. How do you based on the manufacturing, the product, and the marketing. Okay, so we predict it. Although there's the end of my presentation. Okay, thank you very much. So next part is a Q&A session.
Yes.
Okay. So this one will Q&A session. So is there any questions? Feel free or Chinese? Yeah.
Okay. To get back on your slide about the fashion AI features, Question is, do you also have the application to detect counterfeited products, like garment counterfeit? Like, for example, someone uses like a Burberry, and it's a fake Burberry. Okay. Is it something that you are?
You mean the clothes?
Yeah, as of like using the brand like illegally.
Okay, yeah. Of course, yeah, some fake, but I know some because nowadays the fake product will generate by AI and mostly focus on keywords and not just for the fashion brand. And also because the fake will because this is a prediction, and of course you need to really go to the store to locate it. And also because you can see the media analytics will based on the key laws of traditional and not just for online e-commerce systems. So it will to prevent fake products.
Nice.
Any other question?
There's actually many different technologies. Yes. There's many technologies on AI. I'm just wondering where can a company start? Because if we are not experts,
okay.
Where can we start?
Oh, that's good ideas. Okay, actually, because for of course I'm sure, but some different companies they have provide some AI solution, and for people to solve it. For example, mostly focus on free company. One is Microsoft, one is Google, and Amazon. The third one. Okay, because they try to implement the AI solution, and of course when you talk about the AI solution with them, you need to understand. What is the procedures, what is the most important one? Yeah, so you can communicate with them to get more requirements on what their functions. For example, IBM Watson will have some analytics system, and so Microsoft will also have some chatbot or AI tools for marketing research or focus on different angles. Yeah, and also because I'm a close relationship with Microsoft and Google as well. So for Microsoft, actually. Yeah, they've done the AI for about 3 years. Yeah, 3 to 4 years because they have occupied chatbot because they have some for cloud computing because the cloud computing have some drag and drop function. So you can base on drag and drop and then to stimulate the solutions. So of course, yeah.
And how much a company should expect to invest? If they are interested to start that project, that's interesting.
Interesting, but I really don't know. But for Hong Kong, for example, most companies will invest for example just for chatbot. Okay, for Hong Kong chatbot, we will occupy about about $60,000 for chatbot solution. Actually, it starts from. But of course my focus is not like that because the data will need to many data. So for the high level we can see some prices the funding will occupy $8 million or over actually. Okay, so just the basic will about $60,000 for chatbot or AI. Okay, yeah. Hong Kong dollars. Okay, not for yes, Hong Kong dollars. Yeah.
If no more Q&A, you can feel free to have narrating until 8:45 here. Thank you.
Thank you.